This is game number 1 in the ESL Grand Finals for this week's North American Pro Tournament. To the top right, the blue Terran, Kelazhur. And to the bottom left, his opponent. In the bottom left, his opponent. The red Zerg player from Korea. He is Solar? Are you not gonna spin the camera, Mapu? The fuck? How are you gonna do me like that? Fired. You're fired again. Hang on. You are fired again. I'm not even gonna give him reason. I'm just gonna tell you're fired again. That's what we do. That like I'll put like a little counter on the stream. How many times Mapu's been fired in one stream? Jokes aside, again, I want to say really quick, you guys have been so generous, not just to me tonight, but to Mapu as well. As I mentioned, we will be splitting donations with Mapu. He's doing the in-game observing and making the no delay possible. I don't know if he's really lurking in the chat or not. He's been kind of popping up, coming and going, but he's doing all the work in game. It's 3 racks Reaper for Kelazhur, but not via proxy. And I just want to highlight, we've seen 9 racks Reaper before. This party doesn't have to stop at 3, but this party stops at 3. Hey, Spaghetti, I don't want to read that shit in my chat, dude. You better find a better, nicer way to say that or shut the fuck up. Sorry. Anyways, as the 3 racks Reaper comes into play, obviously this is a big commitment, but it is also not on proxy. And by Kelazhur doing this, it's funny, we had a Terran player earlier today. I talked about the whole walling off of the natural. This lets Kelazhur safely set up for a natural base as a follow-up to this, making this a lot less all-in than it seems. But this commitment is still very real, and the amount of gas that he's spending on these Reapers is quite costly. That being said, he just slayed the dragon. First queen down, second queen down. Almost goes for the third, but he doesn't know about the speed timing, right? It's a guess. It's a bit of guessing work here, knowing when speed's going to finish up. He can't go too deep on the creep, or he's going to get surrounded and killed. He doesn't want to give away this lead that he's earned. 500 resources lost for Solar. Nothing for Kelazhur so far. A fantastic start. And he knows where the creep tumor is. Oh, he threw the grenades down. It doesn't kill it, but oh my god. He can't throw all the grenades down on it. He needs to save some for the Zerglings, but speed is done. He's just seen this now, too. The Zerglings pull the trigger, they go for it. Grenades are going to toss these boys all over the place. Oh, he's tossing some of the Reapers, too. The auto attacks are pretty fantastic, but the Zerglings are numerous. He continues to kite backwards. Grenades coming down from the new Reapers. The first Reapers are on cooldown. Needs some more grenades to save these boys, but I don't think he's going to save these Reapers. Oh, he does. He does. He actually does. He's insane. He's insane. Swampy Gruff, thank you for purchasing this Centurion, by the way. Butter us up, boys. I thought for sure the second Reynolds would come in and that'd be an easy kill, but no. And now with the pressure continuing, Kelazhur finished. He's got his command center at the natural base. He's starting a 3rd CC in his main base. It's halfway done. Queen goes down. Oh my god, more kills. This is devastating. You know, I'm gonna share you guys a little bit of an inside story about the war chest stuff, because this actually doesn't have to do with the stuff that I can't talk about. But I reached out to a bunch of players when we were doing the war chest picks, you know, in advance to be like, hey, if I end up picking you, who else do you want to have on your team type thing, right? Getting some feedback. And I cannot confirm or deny whether I have Solar on my team or not. You'll find out on the 15th. But here's what Solar told me when I reached out to him. I said, hey, Solar, if I picked you for the team league, who else do you want on the team? His answer was no. And I said, no, question mark? And he said, I want to be on Cyril's team. Don't pick me. And I'm just going to say this real quick. Win or lose, whether he's on my team or not, this has been such a gong show that would super make me reevaluate whether I would or wouldn't pick him, that's for sure. But we've already locked in all the picks, so whether I did or didn't doesn't matter at this point. But I will just say, I've been waiting for Karma to bite Solar in the ass a little bit for that initial no response, and unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna get my vengeance through Kelazhur in this particular game. Not yet, at least. But it is just Zerglings, and frankly, he can hold just Zerglings. Yeah, it's just no problem with the wall. There's no banelings to bust through. Nothing like that. So Kelazhur's fine. And this is what I was talking about, securing the natural base. 66 Zerglings have died. 4 queens. All for 17 Reapers. Look at the resources lost. You know what? I'm putting the desk in standing mode for this, guys. One sec. You might hear some buzzing. Because I'm done making ass soup on my chair, and I'm ready to get hyped for these finals. So you can't see it, but I'm fully standing at attention. Whoops. I'm standing at attention for the rest of this cast. Oh no, just so you guys are fully aware, 100% joking. Solar's a very funny guy. He's like one of my longest time Korean friends. We first started getting to know Solar back in the Zotac Cup days, and that's like 2012, 2013. He was one of the few Koreans who was playing cross server at the time. It was like him and Hyun and a small handful of others. Armani, Trend. If you guys remember Trend, God, it's so long ago. Anyways, I just share this story because it's funny that we got Solar in the finals, and this is a very recent conversation I had with Solar. And again, hey, about the Wardy, the War Chest Team League thing run by Wardy, July 15th, so 2 days from now, or 1 day from now, depending what time zone you're in, they're going to be revealing all of our picks, and we're going to be on a stream discussing them. If you haven't seen the info about it, it's on Team Liquid, and I'm so hyped for this. Because while I can't share you guys like who's on what team, I'm so fucking stoked about the team I got. And there's a lot of other really good teams too. Not Fear Dragons, but everyone else is. And I want you to remember me saying that on the 15th, okay? I want you guys to remember me saying that on the 15th. Anyways, for Kelazhur, obviously this opening worked out pretty strong for him. It didn't super kill Solar by any means, but it did force him to make a lot of Zerglings, so that wasn't exactly a skyrocketing income, but still makes it to 66 drones. If Fear Dragon wins the entire War Chest Team League, to be honest, I wouldn't even be mad. Fear Dragon's one of these guys who's just like, he's so happy-go-lucky. I would be very okay losing to him, you know what I mean? Like Maynard or Demuslim or Zombie Girl. I'd be a little pissed off losing to them, right? I think I lose to Fear Dragon. I'm like, you know what? That's fair. You know, that would be my that would be my reaction to losing to Fear Dragon. Actually, what I'm really looking forward to is for the War Chest Team League, they have the two captains, they cast with each other, right? And so eventually, at some day, I'm going to fight Fear Dragon's team, and I'll cast with Fear Dragon. There's Mapper saying hi, chat. And I kind of hope neither of us cast the game. I hope we just tell dad jokes the entire duration. Like, for the entire best of 5. Ooh, those bailing hits were a little rough. However, there's another medevac drop happening over here. This ledge of the cliff is going to let him, well, deny for a bit. He's still gonna have to pick up and get out. Oh, grabs an Overlord over to the left side, not bad. Kelazhur is on 3 bases, mind you guys, but there's also Hive Tech coming up for Solar. This is supposed to be that period of the game where Solar's a little weak. He's supposed to be a little scared of aggression, but Kelazhur's not doing enough right now to really punish him, so Solar's kind of getting away with this Hive. Goodbye, Spaghetti. Get a life, dude. All right. This is tough for Kelazhur. He's struggling against the mid game, and Solar's only going to get more powerful going forward. Lurker Den is something I'm really interested in seeing how this gets used out, but Solar is down 40 supply. And if he doesn't get a good fight soon, he might not be able to get to those lurkers that he's been trying to get to this whole time. He does force a liftoff though. What is that sound? What? Is Mako listening to anime in the background? What was that? Did you hear that? Wait. Did you guys hear? Am I insane right now? What? It sounded like someone like was screaming Japanese. You heard it? Hang on, I gotta ask him. Are you watching anime? What the fuck? Okay, it sounded like Frankie from One Piece or something. I swear. Oh, he says no, he did hear this sound, but he doesn't know where it came from. Okay. Look, Kelazhur's collapsing on this pretty hard. Solar's got good units out, but he's got too few of them. It's 26 army supply versus 85. Ladies and gentlemen, Kelazhur takes game 1 of the series. How do I subscribe? We'll see if the sound plays. If the sound plays again, we'll know it's because he had his alerts on while he was observing for me. Game number 2, best of 5 grand finals. Still, the stakes are high. Bottom left, it's Kelazhur. Top right, I'm not gonna wait for him to screw me over again. It's Solar. And again, to remind you guys what's at stake here, there are the oh so precious, rare, and difficult to get your hands on ESL points on the line for first and second. 10 for first, 5 for second. It's not much, but there is $200 for first place and $100 for second place. So neither of these guys will walk away today with less than $100 in prizing. And frankly, that's a pretty good fucking night if you ask me. So they get some really good practice in, they get some good games, get to show off stuff to the fans and make some prize money. It's always nice to see. Yeah, we're still probably about a minute behind. So we're probably about 3 minutes behind instead of 2 minutes because of the 2-minute delay. We're like 1 minute behind. So we'll see. Just keep your ears open for some stupid alert sound. He says, shit, a couple people keep coming in. I gotta find out how to turn off my alerts. So someone... For some reason, I can't turn off my alerts. Shit, LOL, LOL. Couple come in and I removed Streamlabs now from OBS completely. Oh, that's fucking great. I'm waiting for it. I want to hear it again. I want to hear his weeb ass emotes or his weeb ass alerts.
Mate, just focus on the game.
Evil MacGyver, thank you for the 25 months. I enjoy this trolling during a game. Yeah. I like Mapu, man. I wish most of you had the opportunity to meet Mapu. He's actually just like so fucking chill. Well, 3 bases set up for Solar pretty early. Nothing really here to report on other than Zerg player playing normal. Kelazhur, of course, was the one we were going to keep a little bit eye on the production tab for. There was no 3 racks, so nothing too worried. Nothing to really worry about here. Yo, honestly, guys, well, I'm not at all encouraging subs on Base Trade TV. If you guys wanted to go sub to Mapu, I'm sure he wouldn't mind. Mapu streams mostly World of Warcraft, I think, but like me, his passion is Starcraft. So Gibby has just spammed his chat, his link in the chat several times. By all means, please give him a visit. And while I'm gonna hate saying this, while I will split donations I get on my channel with Mapu, he has no obligation to do it for me. If you would like to reward Mapu directly, I would even consider maybe donating $5 or something this way, whatever you guys want to do. Mapu's been so fucking nice helping do all this observing. He says it's still coming in, got a couple of subs. I can't wait for this to get caught up on stream, dude. This just sounds so funny. My only regret is that it's not like some big alert, like something we can mess around with. The beauty of having Pig be the mainstream for this is we do get to just fuck around a bit more. I could never get away with this if we were the mainstream. So I really appreciate just getting to goof around with you guys. I know we're a few minutes behind, but we haven't heard the alerts yet. I've been looking forward to that this entire game. All right, Hellions aren't going to have an opportunity to get in too much here, but I do want to point out that this isn't supposed to be Hellions. This is going to be Marauder Hellbats. And this is kind of an all-in maneuver. I guess I'll discuss that more as it gets into play, but just to be clear, the idea here is not to get like a sick macro game out of this. This is supposed to do a lot of damage. He cut you off. He turned them off. Oh no. Pig's officially the mainstream. So the way ESL for these cups work is basically whoever has the most viewers is considered the mainstream. So sometimes we've been the mainstream, sometimes Pig's been the mainstream. Well, most of the time Pig's been the mainstream actually. It's whatever for viewers. I can't, it's so hard to describe to people. I don't care about viewers anymore, and this was a really difficult mentality to break. We'll talk about it later. Anyways, the Hellbat pack does commence. The beauty of this medevac is it gets to heal things a little bit, and that means Solar has to target it down. But targeting down the medevac means diving through Hellbats, not something Solar, as you can witness, was prepared to really do. The DPS of the Viking is massive. The Marauders with concussive shells are supposed to slow everything down so you can catch them with said Hellbats. And this has gone from doing like minor damage to getting close to breaking Solar. The pullback on the medevac was huge. The Queen's Tide forward denied and punished for this damage. Baileys roll in, but the Hellbats, oh, they're not going down so easy. The medevac finally falls, and this might just be the end of the attack. At the end of the day, resources lost should favor Kelazhur still. You can see why people would want to do an attack like this. It's so powerful if done correctly. And this was so close to snowballing out of control. Kudos to Solar for holding here, but he's not going to be holding like for a great position out of this. I guess the upside is he does have a lot of workers to work with. Not a lot of actually drones died, so this was like trading army for army. Kind of cosmetic damage, if you will. Logic Soldier gifted a sub to Max. Good job. Thank you for that. I cannot confirm or deny if I pick Solar, dude. We actually have a fantasy draft channel right now in our Discord server for people to try and guess who I drafted, or maybe just post who they would like to have drafted. But when draft day comes, if anyone gets all four... That's 100% Frankie! I gotta ask him. Is your alert Frankie from One Piece going super? What is it? That's totally, there's no way that's not Frankie from One Piece. Yeah, he says it's Frankie from One Piece. Oh, hey, Gibby, Mapu says thank you for the $50. So I guess Gibby went and donated $50 to Mapu. Shout out to Gibby, guys. He's been a real nice guy to everybody. That's why I love Gibby, by the way. Fucking these alerts are so goofy. I love hearing them because they shouldn't be there. It makes it even better. No, but this is why I like Gibby. There's some people out there in the community. You got Gibby, you got Akuma de Diablo, you got Monty, and there's people out there who take care of other people. Obviously, I like money myself, but I like seeing my friends taken care of too. Thank you for being so goddamn generous. Apparently, if you follow Mapu's channel, Frankie from One Piece shouts nipple light. What? I like One Piece, but I don't know what that soundbite is from. That's so good. Super! I will say real quick, my favorite thing about One Piece, I actually read this really great breakdown about it. And it's a weird show for those who aren't into it. It's too long to get into now, but One Piece is a show that teaches people about love, not about romance. And I fucking love that description of it. Because A... There it is again! I like it because I feel like that's a little bit about my life too, to be honest. And I've really liked One Piece as a show. And too much of like American media is like bullshit romance stuff or like fake reality drama. Okay. You guys apparently all spammed him because these alerts are still going off. I can barely hear it in the background, but I can hear it going off. Muta's gonna dive in. We've seen Kelazhur use this attack on this map in this exact same position so many times today. But this is the first player to have Mutas and not Hydralisks. And the difference was Kelazhur killed this base really easily. It kind of goes to show that while Mutas are really good, there are different situations they're better for. Sorry. Sorry. sorry, it's good. It keeps catching me off guard. Because it's like it'd be almost worse if it was loud. Alright, sorry. Ripkin, focus. We're so close. As Solar comes in for the big fight, these banelings are stuck without speed behind the baneling, or behind the Zerglings. He focus fires a lot of them down, but he's got to get all of them if he wants to stand his ground to fight. Targets the Mutas next. Big shots, big fires, big damage. Kelazhur gets cleaned up, but not without taking a pretty good trade for this, in all honesty. Wow, you guys really went and spammed Mapu, huh? I can't believe these alerts are still going up. You guys are amazing, he says. Guys, you're being really nice to Mapu. Shout out to you guys for being really nice to Mapu. As the Marines continue to kite backwards, it's a little difficult here. You can see the Mutas are just barely overpowering, and Kelazhur's army supply is non-existent. Now production's getting camped, and this gets really worse. A lot worse before it gets any better. The medevacs survived for a little bit at least, I guess, but I mean, there's nothing to heal here, really. That's what makes this so unfortunate. The DPS from the Marines is pretty good in low numbers against Mutas, but not with Zerglings here, too. Thor's coming out in a second, and maybe the Thor can help push off the Mutas, but the Zerglings are the bigger problem. This baneling pops off in the mineral line. Kelazhur's on 4 bases, but he's losing everything. Who cares? You can have 7 base economy. If you don't have barracks up and producing, you got nothing. GG, Solar! Fucking alerts. Soke King!
Just sure Mapu can pay the bills because we know Rifkin just fired you, Mapu. 5 times Kappa.
There's text to speech! Alright, folks, it's game 3, and Kelazhur is not staying at home. Spawning here to the top left, Blue Terran, Kelazhur. Bottom right, it's the Red Zerg opponent from Korea. It's Solar. All right, so a proxy play. You know, he hasn't actually done proxies so far in the series. The first game, if you guys remember, was 3 racks, but it was from home. Oh my god, you guys, please do not use Mapu TV Smile in my chat. Holy fuck, that thing is creepy. Oh, that was your donation message from... Oh, that was from you, Gibby. Mapu's a good guy. Mapu's a good guy. I want to tell you how good of a guy Mapu is. Well, this starts off. Mapu messaged me and said, I just got a $50 donation. Do you want to include this in the splits for tonight? That was his first thought. That's why Mapu's a good fucking guy. He had no obligation to bring that up or even offer. Mapu's a good guy. This is why we split money with Mapu, guys, on the channel. But yeah, so yeah, this goes unnoticed, which is gonna be a little awkward. Kelazhur with only 2 racks is probably doing Reapers if I had to guess. You do 3 with Marines if you really want to do it to them, but I think what's important to note is it takes some inspiration out of Maru's books. If you do 2 racks, it doesn't have to be all in. And the fact that this Marines tells me that this won't necessarily be all in. This will be a lot of damage and commitment in the early game, but if he does enough damage with it, he can turn this around back at home. Mapu is from Germany, yes, but Mapu actually lives in Japan, so it's even worse. Here come the drones. The wall off is good, though! Now, the first bunker obviously can take some hits, but it can't stay alive forever. Solar is not committing to this, instead opts for a spine crawler. This is objectively the wrong thing to do. A lot of people will tell you you only need the spine crawler if it's a 3rd barracks. Now, I'm of the opinion that you got to do whatever it fucking takes to hold on to situations like this. And the spine crawler gets canceled. It kind of works out for Solar in that way. When he's catching a couple Zerglings, everything helps. Every bit counts right now. Yeah, Mapu could be in chat too, because don't forget, we're on a delay. Mapu's already talked about all this, so the game could be over for all we know. Hopefully it's not. Mapu, don't spoil shit. Sorry, didn't mute. Thank you very much. Palkin no Tsukarju. I don't know how to say your name, man. 3 months, though, I've not been saying your name. Thank you very much. Keep on keeping on. You too, brother. Roach is on the way. Roaches with corrosive biles, well, excuse me, Ravagers, rather, with corrosive biles are really good ways and really effective ways to break bunkers, which I believe is going to be the case here for Solar. But for Kelazhur, like I said, this is not something he has to commit to. He's just killed the hatchery. He's bringing the barracks back up. He's actually done fantastic damage without the need to be, quote, all in. So he's got a second command center coming on the high ground to be safe. Yeah, let's fly home. Yo! Stark MTG just purchased a Spartan Warrior. Thank you very much, man. That supports the channel, and hopefully you enjoy the skin too. I think the only difference about this that obviously doesn't need to be scouted would be sometimes we'll see a Terran player fly one of those 2 racks actually into... Yeah, let's get some ace woos in the chat. It usually will fly one of the barracks into the Zerg main and act as a bit of a scout, but the fact that he's seeing the Ravagers is all the information he needs. Trust me, without having seen any... What the fuck? What? Excuse me? How did that not... What? How did that not hit the SCVs? What the fuck? Carl, thank you for also purchasing a Spartan Warrior. Let's get some ace in the chat for him too. Bunker's about to break. The damage has been good. He doesn't quite get that Ravager. If he gets the Queen, that'd be nice. Gets the Ravager. Oh, that last second pop off was sweet. Ravagers, of course, are incredibly expensive, and losing them sucks. Oh my god, these fucking alert sounds in the background. I just love that all it took was us hearing it by accident one time. And now it's just gonna keep happening in the background. This is a new level of destroying the VOD. Okay, interesting question. I'm Muon Neutrino. I can actually answer this. It says, what I want to know is why Kelazhur didn't send the Marines home and salvage the bunker a while ago. So he could have done that, yes, but what he did by leaving everything on the front line was force Solar to commit to Roaches and Ravagers. If he had just simply salvaged and ran away, Solar would not have had to commit to this. He could have kept droning, he could have had a better economy. So leaving it on the front line was actually worth it in the long run, even though it sucks losing those units. Because you do lose a lot of units for it. Remember, everything about playing against Zerg is just like their economy is going to be superior. You want to do everything you can to try and keep it from destroying you. Fucking Frankie. Hey, Banished Light, long time no see. Hope you're doing well, dude. Do you ever wonder if you give chat too much power? I don't give a fuck about chat. Like I said earlier, you guys are just dollar signs to me. Y'all mean nothing. Okay, I'm going to start that Stream Raider battle. 984 troops is amazing. Good luck on the battlefield, boys. I'll update you on the results. Oh, the Banshees get the Queen. Oh, that's it. Kicking the dick. Actually, this is perfect. I can put this on stream. GG Kelazhur. Let's hop into it. It's game 4 and match point. Kelazhur leads 2-1, and things are looking pretty fantastic for him here in the series. He's not gone for anything extravagant or crazy. No proxy play at all. He's messed with Solar plenty. Frankly, or Frankie. One of the best things he could do is honestly just play normal. Right? It goes back to that old Artosis quote, like the cheesiest thing a cheeser can do is just play standard. And I feel like a little bit of that here with Kelazhur, because he's shown some really aggressive builds to Solar in every game up to this point. If he actually played a straight macro game, it might be the best way to mess with Solar's early game. Because while Solar's not a chump and he's not going to be easily like thrown off of his game, he's also going to be a little wary. I mean, it's his last life. I'm telling you right now, Solar wants that $200 first place prize. Because if there's one thing Solar and I have in common, if there's two things Solar and I have in common, it is a love of money and an inability to pronounce people's names correctly. Oh shit. Speaking of which, Sorry, I'm losing my voice here towards the end. Boggy Creek Monster just gifted out 10 Stream Raider skins, most of which I'm sure are going to be Spartans. So if you guys got a skin from Boggy Creek Monster, 10 people, make sure you say thank you, because he just spent 10 bucks essentially on you. He spent 5, but you got a $10 value out of it, which was nice. Gibby then gifted a Centurion to Aurelius, and then one to Canage. My dude. I don't care how badly they try to nerf Centurions. I don't give a fuck. We're always going to be all about the Spartans. If you guys didn't hear, our victory skin that we're getting commissioned for the PvP tournament is a Spartan spear thrower. It's going to be a musketeer done to look very much like the Spartans, and it's going to throw spears instead of shoot bullets. And I might just be able to convince them to give me an epic version. But we'll talk about that later. Gibby is still gifting out Centurion skins. Guys, if you get a skin from this man, from these men, please say thank you. They're saving you 10 bucks and giving you an epic skin. And in Stream Raiders, an epic skin means the unit transforms into something different when you use an epic potion on it. It's a 2-in-1 skin bundle. So they're giving you a sick fucking deal, guys. Make sure you say thanks. We actually have a lot of really nice people in the community. You know, Gibby, obviously, tonight, being a bit of a Santa Claus to everybody. But you've got folks like Mike Zeckham and many others who have... If you guys just ask nice, man. If you ask nice in the chat, there's just a good chance somebody here is going to gift you a skin. Because we have so many good fucking people in this community. Fartbag just gifted a sub to High Tea, by the way. Thank you for that. And Gibby gifted a Centurion to Pika V. This is what I was talking about earlier. I stopped this. It was only this year I stopped focusing on viewer numbers, because I kind of realized when I was catering all of our content to Europe and Korea, we were getting thousands of viewers every stream. 2,000, 3,000 easy. But none of those people fucking gifted any skins or subs or helped out the rest of the community. So I made a really risky choice this year, and I focused on the North American time zone. The worst performing time zone with the smallest viewership and the least pro players. And I gotta tell you guys, I have not regretted it for a fucking second, because this community in this time zone has been the fucking best I've experienced in 8 years. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Next to 11, speak of the devil, just gifted 10 skins out. Frankie! Fucking every time we hear this. All right, enough circle jerking. There's stim on the way. This is going to be bioplay out of Kelazhur, but he's done some, again, typical openings we've seen him do so far in this tournament. We are lucky because we followed a lot of Kelazhur games tonight, so we knew what he was doing strategy-wise against a lot of these players. But we've seen the Liberator. We've seen the 2 tanks on Golden Pillars. We've seen it all out of Kelazhur. And what's beautiful about this is none of this is particularly cheesy or surprise-dependent play. It's just him playing well and controlling his units well. Unfortunately, in this game, he's not done like crazy damage or anything like that. He's a little bit behind in workers. But I am wondering if this is going to be a 2-base all-in or not. I don't think that's a 3rd CC in the main, is it? Oh my god. Silhouette! Thank you for the $2. Thanks for switching to our time zone. I don't regret it for a second, my guy. Thank you. It's been tough because, actually, the one bit of pushback I've gotten is my agency I work with, the Plus One Media people. They don't super love what my North American viewership has looked like. But, like, yo, when we did Raid Shadow Legends, when we did fucking Vikings, we blew that shit out of the park. I don't give a fuck about our viewership, guys. As long as we got good people hanging out, that's all that matters. Honestly, it sounds so shitty. It sounds like what someone would say to cope with having low viewers, but I mean it. I don't care about what we lost because we gained so much more through this community. The least pro players? Dude, everyone knows North America has 2 pro players. Silky and Juggernaut Jason, okay? I don't know if there's any other pro players in North America. Sorry, that's a bit of a callback. If any NA players are listening, don't get offended. It's just a joke to the public thing that Jason wrote about being Jingle Naughty Jocelyn. All right, we push forward here with the Marines, backed up by the tanks. There's no terrain advantage here, but there's just good damage out of Kelazhur. Sets up the tanks, and as long as these tanks focus fire the banelings above all else, these Marines will be king. Tanks backwards. The Zerglings move command in to get a little bit deeper. Those banelings are not being focus fired down, so a lot of units end up dying, and Kelazhur's push gets crushed here on the front line. This was actually devastating. He trades out decently with the army. Oh, and his 1-1 finished after the fight was completed. Oh, talk about a kick in the dick. I hope he doesn't know that. I hope he does not know the timing in which that finished, because that is so unfortunate. Beat it. TLO got another. Yo, if you guys missed out, by the way, today was TLO's birthday, and some people got him some cool gifts. They got him some cameos. So you've got like Elijah Wood shouting out TLO for playing video games, and like the guy who played Commander Riker from Star Trek. Like, actually go to TLO's timeline on Twitter if you missed it. It's so fucking cool. I had secondhand nerd chills watching those videos. That was pretty cool. Thanks to you streaming StarCraft 2 matches, you make me want to play the campaign again. Dude, I love the campaign. I actually want to go back to the campaign and try to finish off the achievements at some point. Not tonight, at some point. Oh, fuck. I owe a ladder stream from that charity stream, don't I? Oh, I don't want to do that. Tomorrow night. Maybe tomorrow night. We'll see if I have a voice tomorrow night or not. I have done an exceptional amount of yelling tonight compared to normal. I can already... I don't know if you've been hearing me hack and cough. My voice is already done, so I might not... I might be forced to take tomorrow off. I don't know. You don't need a voice? What, you don't think I'm gonna yell fuck when I fuck up the achievement and have to do it over again? You need a voice. What's your MMR? I haven't played in some time, but it's probably somewhere around top diamond, low masters, probably closer to diamond. The reality is, I love StarCraft 2. I do not love playing StarCraft 2 as much. I do... Well, no, let me correct that. On the ladder, there's so many other aspects of StarCraft 2 I want to spend my time on. Like, I play... Every morning I wake up, I play like a game of Direct Strike. Eating breakfast, Direct Strike. Eating lunch, Direct Strike. Like, versions of StarCraft I like so much more. Co-op, for example. If there was some kind of competitive co-op, which, by the way, pisses me off, Blizzard, how do we not have like a leaderboard for timers or something? Like fastest missions completed for co-op matches, right? Like, how is there not a time that shows the best completed mutation for each weekly mutation, right? Like a top 3 leaderboard or something. I wish there was competitive co-op so badly, because I fucking love co-op more than anything else in this game. Well, I should say I love co-op when you have a competent partner. I should definitely add that in there, because co-op can sometimes really suck. Sometimes you get trolled. Yeah, I've had some co-op games in Korea where we zone in and my ally just kills my command center, and I don't know why. Oh my god, the banelings are too numerous, and the timing is so anti. The planetary fortress is seconds from finishing. He splits the Marines, though. There's one banling for every Marine. He just can't get rid of these banlings. And of course, he has to somehow keep this Thor alive against the mutas. He can't put it in the weak medevacs. The medevacs are being targeted down. The planetary will hold. The mutas push back. But what's really important about this fight is Kelazhur only lost about 8 SCVs. It sucks that he lost a lot of his army, but his army is easily replaced. The SCVs, not so much, because he's only on 4 bases. Yeah, Frodo and Commander Riker totally birthday bomb TLO. I know, dude, it's awesome. I had, like I told you, I had secondhand nerd chills looking at that this morning. This Widowmine can be huge. This Widowmine will not one-shot the mutas, but it'll bring them low enough that the missile turrets will 2 to 3 shot them, depending on how much HP they regen. So that Widowmine, very important to keep there by those missile turrets. It was totally off. I think Whiff got the Commander Riker one, and I think Fear Dragon set up the Elijah Wood one. And by the way, if you guys have tuned into streams recently, you know I've been rewatching Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. I love Elijah Wood, man. I didn't think he'd be one of my favorite actors because I couldn't care less about Lord of the Rings Frodo. But like, where he won me over was the show Wilfred. And where he continued to lock me down was fucking Dirk Gently's, man. Although, man, every time, like, rewatching it, I just can't help but think, like, this show is like Manic Pixie Dream Girl, the detective agency. Except it's a guy and not a girl. I like Dirk. But yeah, Wilfred was definitely my favorite show, I think, through most of high school. You know what I really want to do? I seen on Cameo, Kevin Conroy's on Cameo. I want to spend $100 to get Kevin Conroy to use, because for those who don't know about it, like, Kevin Conroy is famously Batman. He's like the Batman voice, the iconic Batman voice, right? I really want to spend money on Cameo to get Kevin Conroy to tell me to cast the game and have that as a soundbite. Fuck, that would be so cool. Just have Batman randomly like, focus up on the game. Yeah, Kevin Conroy was iconically Batman up until like The Dark Knight with Christian Bale, and I think they started swapping some voice actors around. He's got such a recognizable voice, which, by the way, you would never guess by looking at him. I'm not trying to judge someone by how they look, but he doesn't look like the way he sounds. It's wild. Go look him up, Kevin Conroy. Oh, Kelazhur gets caught in a bad space in a bad way, and I love all these Thors. Even the Thors can punch a hole through those Ultras, but not when overwhelmed like this. He's forced to pull back to the planetary. This is tough because he's got a pretty good army supply, but the type of supply here is kind of questionable, right? It's mostly Marines, not really that many Marauders. So dealing with the Ultras is a real challenge for him right now. Yeah, the crossover where he played like evil Bruce Wayne or whatever. Yeah, that was good. I will say, by the way, I hate a lot of the CW shows. Like, Supergirl's fucking awful. Well, Supergirl's got some fucking beautiful actresses in it, but like, the show sucks. I don't like it at all. The Flash really started sucking. I can't stand Arrow since after season 1, but I tune in for every crossover episode because I'm such a fucking sucker for crossovers. It's unbelievable. Dude, my favorite spoof of the Flash is like classically at the beginning of every episode. He's like, my name is Barry Allen. I'm the fastest man alive. But like, someone put the spoof on Reddit where it's like, I'm Barry Allen. I haven't been the fastest man alive for 4 seasons. And I'm just like, true. Kelazhur, by the way, finding some good damage, but we should really take note of Solar's Bank. Losing out on drones right now could actually benefit Solar greatly because he could replace these drones with pure army supply. 4,600 minerals is insane. What about Legends? I liked Legends season 1, haven't liked it since. I really didn't like the I don't remember the name of the guy, but the guy who turns into metal or whatever. He tried to make him like a nerdy Chad. I don't know. I didn't like his character. This is a little bit rough to watch, but you'll notice the army supplies are remaining kind of constant. The difference is Solar's rebuilds a lot faster than Kelazhur's, but Kelazhur's going for a fusion core, and my guess is Liberators. I don't know why you'd go battle cruisers at this point. Liberators with range could actually serve him really well. That planetary has been through so much shit, it finally goes down. But seriously, that planetary fortress was a champion. High ground's helping a lot here, but these Ultras are just not dying. The Banelings push in too. We got a Wind Mine going off. Pops off of the Banelings. Nice to see. Ultimus goes down. Kelazhur's so close to holding this, but Solar's just pushing in with too much units. GG. This is going all the way to game number 5. We're caught up now in real time. There's no more delay. It is game 5. Kelazhur bottom left. Solar bottom right. There you go. I did want to talk about, before we get into this game, because I do want to focus on this last game, I want to bring up one more crossover I'm not sure a lot of you guys know about. I only recently learned about. Like, this isn't a new thing, but I only just seen this like this past week. Did you know they did a Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, Toriko crossover, 3-way crossover, where it's like everybody from those shows is all fighting in a giant like arena for like this legendary meat that they want to eat. And watching Luffy fucking elephant gun Goku was so fucking nerd chills, dude. But yeah, I had no idea it was a thing. I just learned about. I watched it this past week, and I was just like, I loved it. I know it's not a new crossover, but if anyone's in my category where you just never heard of it, go watch it. It was so fun. Fucking, I'm just pissed we didn't get the real like Zoro versus Vegeta fight. Like that 3-way fight was looking to be so sick. My favorite thing, I'll spoil this much. My favorite thing about the crossover was when they do the fusion dance, right? Chopper is supposed to be like ready to fight, but instead he's just like, Sugoi! Like so fucking cool. He's got like stars in his eyes. He's like, I want to do the fusion dance too. It was so, I love Chopper. Chopper is my favorite character in One Piece next to Frankie. Anyways, we're done with the off topic. I know people are getting increasingly upset that I'm not focusing on the game. But we are focused on the game now. And I'm really curious about this SCV. Because he put this SCV up here with intention. But what intention? A hidden fusion. Oh my god, I've never seen a Terran player do this. Wait a minute. No, that's not a hidden fusion core. Wait, it's a starport in the top? I thought he was putting the fusion core in the top. It's a second starport? Wait a minute. Hold the fucking phone. What is this going to be from Kelazhur? I thought hiding the fusion core would be the weapon of choice. He's put the fusion core behind his mineral lines, and it's a second starport in the main. Maybe he wants this to look like a normal battlecruiser harass and doesn't want this to look like it's a 2-base, like... he hasn't seen the fusion. Okay, so Solar sees the fusion core now. This is big. This is going to look like a battlecruiser opening, which is not irregular for Terran. But the second starport makes this potentially really committed. And if he's going 2 battlecruisers, first off, that's so expensive. But secondly, I really believe he's doing 2 battlecruisers. And the thing is, it only takes like 6 or 7 queens to fight off 1 battlecruiser. If you see 2 starports and you know he's doing 2 battlecruisers, you have to put down like 2 spore crawlers per mineral line minimum plus those queens. So, to be clear, this is insanely expensive and I can't believe he's doing it. Because for those who know, battlecruisers are like 400 minerals, 300 gas or something like that. But he's going to get away with it. I have no idea how this is going to play out, to be honest with you. Because the only time I've ever seen Terran players do a 2 battlecruiser opening, it's been in plain sight of the Zerg, and they've been ready with like a fast Spire to deal with it, right? A quick layer, which Solar's doing, a quick Spire for Corruptors, but it's Yamato Cannon 2. This is so all in. I love this. Super! But okay, let's be very clear about this. Corruptors are still a really solid counter to battlecruisers, no matter how you paint this picture. But because there's only 1 starport, Solar might just go to Mutas and say this is fine, this is manageable. 1 starport, 1 battlecruiser is not a big deal, and it is not a big deal. This happened on GSL? Yeah, I didn't see it. And that's when he got his 3rd noise complaint. Oh no, the lag. You see that? Kelazhur pauses. Oh no. All right, look, someone in chat says they've seen this in GSL. Give me a 1 in chat if you've never seen this before. Because I'm on team, I've never seen this before. Not with the hidden version. I think this is potentially super cool. The downside though is it is very committed, so it might backfire. But here we go, 2 battlecruisers hit the main base. Queens are here, but there's Yamato Cannon in about 15 seconds-ish. He won't be able to really do too much about the transfuses right now, but he'll be able to one-shot the queens afterwards. And look at the damage difference. This is insane. So he just runs by, and like 1 battlecruiser alone does a lot of damage, as you're witnessing. But Yamato's done in 3 seconds, and that's going to be 2 instant kills on queens. Yep, turning around for the queens. Yamato launches, hits the high energy once, 2. Oh, boom, headshot, baby. I can dance all day. I can dance all day. 3rd battlecruiser comes in. 4th battlecruiser will be staggered, but it's done in about 20 seconds. Each one comes with a Yamato. 10 corruptors have begun. 10 Corruptors can stop this. That's not a mana mule, by the way. He wants to repair with that mule. Guaranteed 100% because he has to stick around for some time. This is not a pull-out situation for Kelazhur. The transition behind this is bio, by the way. But here come the Corruptors and the Battlecruisers. Oh, so not worth. Feels so bad. They killed like one Corruptor. Actually, you know what? You look at the resources lost. It's not as devastating as I thought this would be. But yeah, it like I said, it just Solar was going for this fast Spire anyways. It works out. So, damn, there's so many. What's crazy about this is there are so many Zerg builds. Fuck. Sorry guys, again, that's Mapu's alerts going off. There's so many Zerg builds that would totally just die to this. Just like straight counter. Oh, stim pack getting denied is brutal. The battlecruiser pops out too. Yamato's one, doesn't repair it. He can teleport the battlecruiser in a pinch though. He doesn't actually have to worry about losing this one, I think. Yeah, since it's to the very top left. Meanwhile, this battlecruiser comes in and yeah, there's spore crawlers out. Damage is still being dealt. I have no clue if this is going to be able to tell. It shouldn't be able to teleport out by the time the Corruptors come home. I think it's still be on cooldown. Kelazhur, by the way, has built so many barracks through all of this. He's trying to mine off of a gold base. I love the attempted transition to bio behind this. I say attempt because until the game's over, we won't know whether it worked or not. But this has been... Oh, God. No! Okay, so a little bit of a time skip there. For the VOD, I guess. I'm sure we'll just have to cut that out. I love the dances, though. I'll never stop putting those in. Well, I shouldn't say never. Anyways, look, for Kelazhur, when you look at the actual numbers on the paper, right? Look at the bottom of the screen. This actually doesn't look that bad for him. I'm not that terrified for him. And when you consider those 10 Corruptors that were built are going to essentially be useless against everything except these battlecruisers. I mean, they might help snipe off a medevac or something, but the bio should be really the power play here. Teleports out. Waits a second to teleport that one out too. Oh yeah, 5 minutes to get in on the boss fight, guys. This is the end of the road. This is the last battle. Fucking Dinwit, you prick. Anyways, get in on the Stream Raiders battle while you can. Exclamation mark join in the chat if you need a link. You will get 50 scrolls. 3 sets of 50 scrolls for this battle. It's huge. You didn't read the dono? Oh, I don't have it open. I'll look in a second, Gibby. Hang on. Actually, I can open this right now because I'm not observing. Hang on. Gibby donated $50 more to say just making sure Mapu can pay the bills because we know Rifkin fired Mapu 5 times. Also, Wardy, he says. I didn't. That's his words, not mine. Oh, it can be 30. Every screenshot I've ever seen was 50. My bad. So it's between 30 and 50 scrolls. But you'll get a lot of fucking scrolls. Is the point? Like way more than normal. Don't forget to give people the gold. I will try not to forget. Remind me as the battle goes underway. Do you guarantee it? No. Nothing I ever say should be ever considered a guarantee, even if I say I guarantee it. Let's just put that legal disclaimer out there right now. Like, I guarantee that you should never guarantee anything I say. Am I gonna like the way I look? I promise. Oh god, the collapse is bad. I think he was focused on the top right. I have to mention his attention was on the battlecruisers. That was rough. He lost a lot of armies through the middle of the map like this. He's dropping some on top of the banelings. 1-for-1 trade's not bad, but not like this. I think Solar did manually detonate some of the banelings. Yeah, I wasn't quite looking that closely, but it looked like that at a glance. The thing is, he's just got so many, he can kind of do whatever the fuck he wants. There's not tanks for the support. There's Widow Mines, and Widow Mines are a little bit gambly. So it's really tough to guarantee these Widow Mines will go off on, say, the Banelings or the Zerglings, but this is rough. Kelazhur's got +2 weapons, but there's round 2 of the Banelings coming in, and he barely held off round 1. An absolutely sick monster finals, but I think this might just be it. Solar's breaking him here, guys. There's not enough economy to fall back on, and the production's going to be compromised too. You betcha. Gold base going down too. GG.